Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? We're Full-Time Dreams, and I'm Ron.
I'm Judy.
And I should say that again, we're Full-Time Dream. I keep on saying, putting an S on the end of it. I'm sorry about that. Tonight we're going to discuss some RV safety stuff, but we're going to start out with our usual weekly news or news update.
Naked Viking raid.
Ooh.
Did we miss a good live stream?
That sounds... How are you doing, nursing our travel bug?
So for anybody that's not monetized, have you heard what YouTube is going to start doing?
They're going to start putting ads on our videos and stuff like that, and we're just not going to be able to get paid for it until we are monetized. So it's just so everybody's aware, that's what their plans are to do. Hi there, Northwoods. How you doing? One thing that I'd like everybody to try to do, I'm trying to get to the point where I remember everybody by their names. If I say your channel name or something like that, please just put your name in the chat so that I can make a list and try to memorize everybody. It's kind of hard for me to keep on going on down. Like I'm trying to memorize it the best I can, but the best way is to make a list.
So you want to say hi to everybody? Or?
Oh, we can see. We got Crystal, the real lady electrician, came in. Steve, Avenger RV Adventures. And I don't know if that's Steve or Natasha.
Bill or Natasha.
What's that? Oh, Bill and Natasha from Nursing Our Travel Bugs. I should remember them. They're Buffalo Bills fan. And then Lori and Corey from Northwoods. I think we're doing pretty good with that so far.
So as you guys were, excuse me, as you guys were rolling in, we were talking about YouTube just announced that they're going to put ads on everybody's videos, not just people that are monetized. So I know Northwoods is monetized, Nursing Our Travel Bug, you guys are monetized too. But so maybe it's just us that's going to affect.
We are.
I know Real Lady Electrician isn't monetized yet, but
we're trying to get there.
Do you guys think that'll hurt or help people that aren't monetized?
I don't think that, I mean, it may cut down on view time depending on where they put the ads, I think, but that's the only thing that I can
do. You probably don't have a choice of where they put the ads.
If they're putting the ads and you're not monetized, they probably are going to put them wherever they want to put them, wherever they feel is the best place to put them. So, I mean, I don't really think that it's going to hurt any other way other than that. I got lost.
You don't like when I lose the screen?
Oh, I was trying to pay attention.
How's that working for you?
Okay, we can go ahead and get started on the.
You think it'd be a positive or negative, Steve?
Oh, Nursing Our Travel Bug just cracked 900.
Oh, okay. So you guys aren't monetized either.
We're trying to work our way to 700.
We're at 688.
688. We've been kind of stuck in the upper from the halfway between 650 and 700. We've been kind of stuck in that little no man's land. Hopefully, once we get a little bit of a footing, we can get a little bit of a jump start on it and go. But hey there, Kyle. I know it's probably not Ryan there. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. And there's your sister Paula just came in.
Hey, Paula.
Hi there.
I can see past my camera.
I think it will probably affect watch time a little if they put ads on there. That's what I was saying. I think that if they put ads on, I think that people will try to skip past the ads depending on where the ads are or whatever. I'm not sure if they're going to do it the same way as people that are monetized and people are able to skip past the ads, or they're going to put them in there. So people are going to have to fast forward past them or whatever. But until it happens, I guess we just have to keep on going with where we are, and we'll see what happens when it happens.
You're waving. Can you see me? No. Should I see you?
What's that?
No, my computer just froze up.
Yeah, the computer just kind of froze up. But
that's not what I wanted to do.
They're going to try to do whatever they can to make money, and I mean, they are a business, so if they're going to make money, I mean, what way they can do it with some of us people that are trying to become monetized and really pushing and trying to put out as many videos as we can and trying to get our content up better and try to draw in subscribers and that type of thing. So it just makes sense for them to try to put in ads to try to make money, a little bit money on their own before they have to split the revenue, I guess.
Let's try this again and see if it works.
Okay, she's going to try it.
There we go. Now I can't see us.
No.
I'm out of sorts today.
I'm
having issues.
Oh, that one's made so it looks like it's bigger.
There we go. We'll just cover us up. How's that?
Okay. Okay, we can get started here. There's annually there's 6,000 RV fires, and half of them occur while they're stationary.
So that's kind of scary.
And one cause of it would be propane leaks. And way to get around that would be to check your fittings and lines. And they've got a new product out called Gas Stop. You can check that out at gasstopusa.com. And no, we are not affiliated in any way with them. But you can go ahead and you can do a check around your rig and look for any fuel or liquid leaks and fluid leaks and make sure that they're cleaned up and nothing is in a dangerous situation. You walking around your rig,
you're gonna be doing that when you're doing your checks and picking up your stuff and that. You should be walking around looking underneath your rigs, and
you're going to become really familiar with your rig if you're full time. You're going to notice things a lot more than when it's all brand new and all exciting and you're going out and everything is new. So, okay, your wheels and your tires can heat up because of the brakes or whatever. Overinflation, underinflation can cause your tires to build up heat. Braking systems can lock up or seize in different ways that cause heat. And if you have a blown tire can go ahead and knock things loose and cause leaks of different lines or whatever. And then we got faulty wiring, which is something that a lot of it you're not going to be able to see if it's inside your walls or in railings or different things different ways that they've got it hidden away from everybody. But you're going to be able to see things that if things aren't working right, like sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Usually you can smell electrical too.
Right.
You don't want to be smelling that. If you smell that, you better check it out. Cooking. Cooking is a hey Sue from Lucky Dog.
Yeah, cooking is probably a big source of fires, because a fire can get out of hand. Grease fires can get out of hand really quick, and in an RV you're in a really tight area, and there's things like you should probably use not cloth
Like pot holders,
pot
and then
holders
you
and stuff.
use a silicone pot holder where it's not gonna, if you get it near an open flame, it's not gonna catch on fire.
Right.
And
You should probably have a fire extinguisher close by, and make sure that it's rated for those types of fires, and where you've got your fire extinguishers. Highway accidents. Make sure that you drive your rig for whatever conditions you may be in. And
considering it was very windy, there was somebody on Facebook the other day, they were driving way over the speed limit with their rig and towing a car, and it was super windy out, and stuff like that you shouldn't do.
And always assume that somebody's going to try to cut you off. I don't think that people realize how much time it's going to take you to be able to stop if you need to. So they see that you're giving a little bit of space between you and somebody else, and they're going to cut right inside of there, and it's going to give you a few problems like that.
So those are pretty much the biggest causes of RVs catching on fire.
Huh.
And you hear about them all the time. It's kind of a scary thing because they can go up in seconds.
They also say that their RV refrigerator is probably one of the most common places for a fire to start, and that's all. And when we get into making sure that
the biggest thing is maintaining your RV or travel trailer. Same thing. I mean, same thing as you would in your house. You don't want to cause dangerous conditions that, so you don't have a fire. You want to do everything you can to prevent it.
You've got different appliances that use propane, and that causes, if they're using propane, it does cause they're in an area where that could be a fire, and they could cause a big problem if they start on fire. Our RV refrigerators are run on both electric and propane.
Majority of them.
You can get residential refrigerators in some of the newer rigs that just use electricity. But
Northwood said their first RV caught on fire from the refrigerator. That's kind of scary. Did you lose the RV, or did it? I didn't know you had that issue. But I know, like, changing lanes, they have fire suppression systems in their RV or in their travel trailer behind the refrigerator for that purpose. So in case anything catches on fire, it'll automatically go off.
I'm sorry, I haven't been keeping up with the chat. I think
Dry campers came in.
Other dry campers, thank you for coming in. I think that, like I was saying, is that there's other things that can cause. One thing that we had in our one tow behind camper is that no matter what we did, these little birds would fly in and pack our furnace full of little sticks and whatever. They figured that was a bird nest because the hole for that furnace was the exact size.
It was the perfect nest size.
All right. So what we had to do to get away from that is we went and got a little cup screen that had springs on it that held over top of that, so that we could get, they couldn't get in there. But we were constantly cleaning sticks and all kinds of stuff that they were trying to make nests with inside of that furnace. And the way we found that was just a matter of the furnace stopped working, and so we were trying to figure out troubleshooting why the furnace wasn't working, and found all of that. and that could have caused us a lot of problems.
Don't mind the cat butt.
But I don't know.
I mean, that's so basically we weren't following our own rules. We weren't maintaining our
Right.
RV because we weren't checking it out and making sure everything was good on it. But
that was when we first started camping and first started with RVs, and I just never thought that birds would be making nests inside the.
Now you got the mud daubers and everything else that fly in there, so you want to make sure you always keep that.
Be awful if your rig is stationary for a long time. Be really careful about when you open up the panels outside behind your refrigerator, because you can get all kinds of different things making nests in there, different kinds of bees and that type of thing.
So basically what you want to do is, I mean, for any situation, you want to plan for emergencies, have a plan. I know a lot of people do go bags. They have a bag in each of their vehicles. They keep one in their camper and one in their tow vehicle, or vice versa if they have a travel trailer, so that hey, Aaron Jemison. So if they keep important papers, medicines, that kind of thing. A lot of that stuff you can keep online now, so that you don't have to worry about it being, having the exact papers for prescriptions or doctors or, addresses and phone numbers and that kind of thing, having all your stuff online, so that if you run into an emergency situation and you have all that information with you.
Then another thing, as far as the fires go, is to have an exit plan, a way of getting out, no matter where you are in the rig if a fire does break out. And making sure that you have fire extinguishers located in places so that you have something to help you get to a place to be able to get out.
I don't know if anybody's seen the thing they call it the Allied Fireball. It's a fire suppression system. It looks kind of neat. I think they sell them on Amazon. I think they run about $100. And basically it's a ball and you throw it and it suppresses the fire so that it can give you time to get out. But those are kind of neat. You could put them, I don't know if you could put that behind your refrigerator too. Here comes Tilly again. My other cat passed away yesterday, so this cat is kind of a little out of sorts, and she's been very clingy and hanging around all day. So, but as far as fire extinguishers go, there's different types of extinguishers for different types of fires. So you want to make sure that you have the right extinguisher for the right type of fire. They do have ones that are general that'll put out pretty much an everyday thing, but and I know they have ones that are almost like an aerosol can that are a lot smaller. I'm thinking about getting those for our RV bedroom and stuff like that. So we have them in an emergency.
We've got a fire extinguisher just right up in the front near the front door that is rated for fires, like in the kitchen area and that type of thing. And we have another fire extinguisher in the back in the bedroom that is rated general. But I do think that we need to get another fire extinguisher to put in one of the bins or in the front or outside, so that we have something outside instead of having to go in to the rig to get to a fire extinguisher. Oh, Aaron says that they got four all over
the RV. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know. I mean,
it's good to.
I'd have one wherever I could have it handy, or if they make the small ones. Here she comes again. Just a catwalk. Don't bother.
but yeah, I think that actually, the more fire extinguishers you have, that the better off you are. I mean,
Right. Like,
I mean, like you said,
Steve says, it does you no good if you can't reach it.
right.
So, I mean, that's, but the different extinguishers, they do fires by category. We had to do this for the gas station, and we had to pass our test to be certified. But they have A, B, C, D, and K fires, and K fires, they say, are cooking grease fires, but a K fire extinguisher won't put out like a normal just grease fire in your kitchen. It's not rated for that. It's rated for, like, you know, your Thanksgiving turkey in the deep fryer starts on fire. It's rated for something like that, but which I found kind of interesting. But if you want to geek out on fire extinguishers, I put a link in the descriptions. I don't know if you can get that now or till after we sign off, but there's a PDF file down there all about fire extinguishers and how they work and that kind of thing. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Yep, A, B, C, D, and K.
Yeah. Aaron, do you know what the RLR is? I just know the letters. You started there. A for ash.
Yeah, it's like A is for like leaves and that type of thing.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's a PDF down in the description if you guys want to learn about all the different types of fire extinguishers and how they, obviously you want to know how they work too and how to use one properly. If you don't use it properly, doesn't do much. But like, speaking of fire suppression systems, I worked at a gas station, and there was one time, and static electricity does cause fires because I've seen it. A guy was filling up his pickup truck, and that was when they had the bed liners that were having an issue with static electricity. And all of a sudden I hear him yelling, and I turn around and there's flames coming up the side of his truck. So in New York, you have to have fire suppression systems on the awnings. So I go and I pull it and I push the button, and only half of the system went off. And of course it was the half where his truck wasn't parked. So it did absolutely nothing other than make a huge mess. And basically it's like baking powder in there. So it just flies everywhere. But so another thing you probably want to do is
thank you, Sue. Yeah, Steve, that's good information to attack the fire from the bottom and not from the top. If you try to hit it at the top, you can actually spread it around. So, hey, epic moments come in. Thank you for coming in there. Yeah.
Try Camper said, we only had one client so far ask about a fire suppression system for a lithium install, but lithium isn't one of those easy things to suppress. Mm-hmm. Do those batteries catch on fire easily? Or here comes Tilly. Everybody here, come here, Tilly. If you're going to keep walking back, at least show your face. This is Tilly.
She's going to sit right on top of my notes.
Class D's, flammable metals. So anyway, but if, I don't know, I guess if my RV catches on fire, I'm probably not even going to stick around to try to put it out. I'm just going to leave. But another thing you want to consider is a safety ladder.
Now, a safety ladder, people with an RV are like, well, how far could you possibly be out a window to the bottom? Well, we were locked out of our rig in a campground, and I was able to open up a window in the slide, but in order to get into the window, we had to pull a picnic table over and then I hope nobody from OSHA is here. We had to put chairs on top of the picnic table in order for me to get high enough to get through the window into the rig. So it is an awful long ways down out a window. And if you're kind of gimpy like I am, a ladder could be of benefit, but it's only going to.
Some of those fifth wheels are very high off the ground,
Right.
But
oh yeah, that's what Northwoods is talking about. Chad and Tater talking
system.
about that.
That's what they use in server rooms.
Is I'm not sure. The dry campers, is there something that you can do with the lithium batteries to make it so that they're less apt to have any issues, or is it? I don't know how or what the percentage chance of something happening with them over the lead acid or the glass batteries, but is it
especially now because people are putting those lithium batteries inside the campers.
I hadn't heard of it, them having any type of a fire hazard, but if there's a different kind of hazard, I guess that's something that everybody should know about also. Steve, yes, I had to put chairs onto a picnic table in order to climb into the window. But we won't tell too awful many people that.
I wish we had video of that because it was kind of funny. I was going to crawl in first, and I got up there, and I'm like, yeah, I can't do this, because he had to go on his belly to do it.
Hi, Fantastic Travels. Thank you for coming in. But RV Weekends, hi there. How you doing tonight? Now,
okay, here's my ignorance. What is BMS? It says less chance altogether because of the built-in BMS.
Okay.
I'm going to say battery monitoring system. Am I correct?
Steve asked the question, do they make a special blanket to surround batteries? That's another thing that it's good that we're
lead acid batteries, you need them to breathe. That's why they have to have them outside of the car, outside of the, yeah.
Right.
And
what's a battery management system?
That's what Steve said. That's what I guessed today, a battery management system. Yeah, it's true too. You have lithium in your phones and laptops. Occasionally they do catch fire. Yes, and that's a battery management system.
Tilly's back again. Okay, we can move on from our safety ladder, and the next thing you should probably have is a first aid kit and have some first aid training. You know,
when you arrive somewhere in cat's in the corner. She's like, what's this going on? But anywhere, when you check into any campground, I mean, even if you're not full time, that you should know where you are, your exact location. There was an incident in one of our state parks, Allegheny State Park, and there's generally very little cell service in the whole entire park. And a gentleman had a heart attack, and luckily there was a nurse there that knew where the defibrillator was, and he was able to live because of her actions and stuff like that. But it's real important to know where your location is, where there's an urgent care, where there's a hospital, where there's a vet. You know, if something happens to your animals, you know, my brother had was out with his lab, and the lab got his stick stuck and he started bleeding, and they didn't know what that was. And, you know, he had to go and ask at the office and stuff like that to I know you're killing me tonight, Tilly. But the
Lipo bags.
if you guys don't know, the Red Cross does online training now for first aid, and it's not a bad thing for people to know basic first aid. And they have an adult, children, baby first aid, CPR, AED class online. That's totally, it's $35 for the class. And not a bad thing to know that how to operate the machine and that type of thing. Here comes the kitty again. Would you like to just be the, we'll just sit here and you can be the kitty cam. How's that?
That's what we can do.
Can we do that?
We can have our start a silent stream and just focus on Tilly.
You guys can just watch the cat for a while. So anyway, but with First Cross, I van life with Gina.
And Nunya, Texas. Nunya, Texas on the back 20. I started out by saying is if anybody that if I'm saying hello to you by using your channel name, if you could put your names in the chat so that I can try to make
unless
a list.
Of course your name is in your name, then we can pretty much figure it out unless it's not really your name.
Yeah, Van Life with Gina. What's your name?
And Aaron, what's yours? Most problems with lithium batteries happen when overcharging and discharging too low, as well as overheating and cells become unbalanced. Interesting.
We right now have lead acid batteries. We have a battery bank with 3 lead acid batteries, and we charge them with either our solar panels or the generator, or they charge up again if we're plugged in someplace.
She doesn't want to be here.
But we've been thinking right along about wanting to go to starting with lithium and eventually getting a better solar system put in. Probably getting a hold of the dry campers and talking to them more about that. But we thought about starting, if we start with the battery bank with the lithium.
Where did it go? There it goes. Chat flipped up. Somebody keeps moving. There we go. Somebody brand new in here.
I can't read it. Oh.
We'll just go with multiple aquariums, and
we'll
just call you Diego because that's easier to pronounce.
Hi, Diego. We're gonna have to put that name down. Put that name in the list.
Welcome to the chat.
Thanks.
So basically, we're just talking about fire safety and safety for the for your RV. Lid's Custom Shop. Welcome. Thanks for coming over.
Oh. We talked about getting a first aid kit together.
Yeah. Your Red Cross training doesn't work very well if you don't have any supplies with you. So
right,
you want to at least have a basic first aid kit with you. So you can make it. You can pretty much make these yourself. You don't have to buy one of the expensive ones and make it very. It can be basic.
Right. I don't know if nursing our travel bug is still in here with us or not, but if there's something that you think that we should that we've left out in our list of things to put in the bag, just jump in and let us know for sure. Okay, in the first aid kit, you should have basic medicines, aspirins, Pepto, Benadryl, that type of thing.
Those you can just go and get the single packs and stuff like that. And every year you want to make sure that none of that stuff's expired and that kind of thing.
Yeah. And let's see here. We've got Band-Aids. Got to make sure you get the Band-Aids with the little superhero characters on them so that you can make sure that you can walk around with, the signs of the times.
Aaron says Lori was at EMT, so you see ours. Yep.
And
So
you should have some dressing gauze, tape, and scissors.
and here's one that most people don't think of: feminine products.
Yeah.
If you keep those in your first aid kit, they're obviously great if you get a major gash in your head, like a family member did.
You don't want to say your brother?
And my dad handed him one to hold on his head to get him to the hospital. But they don't stick to you, and you want your little pony Band-Aids.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about Eyewash.
Yeah.
You get something in your eyes and you need something to be able to wash it.
I was thankful for the guy that carried that in his car when I was at the gas station changing fuel filters, and obviously didn't have my safety glasses on and got gas in my eye. And luckily enough, he pulled in right at that time and had the thing, an Eyewash in his car. And
OSHA's going to have a field day. First climbing on top of picnic tables and chairs, and then no safety glasses while you're working on gas pumps. So we're really good to be talking about safety.
This is what not to do. Don't.
Okay, you should have a rescue blanket.
Do as I say, not as we do. Yeah, they make those real thin blankets for when you want to have in case people get in shock and that kind of thing, to keep them warm, or in the winter, the reflective blankets.
In Nunya, Texas. The stomp bag, they're not cheap, but they have everything.
What's a stomp bag? Mm-hmm.
Is the stomp bag manufacturer's name, or is it is stomp spell out something? All right.
Dora the Explorer Band-Aids.
Okay. Instant cold compresses.
Yeah, those kind that you smash them at.
As you all can tell, again, Judy's the one who got all of this stuff together, and I'm reading notes. So that's why I'm looking away and trying to keep up with everything here. And I may be losing track of what people are putting in the.
I guess some new people, Josh and Hunter's Adventure. So your basics: antiseptic.
The SEAL Team Operation Medical Packs.
Yeah.
But,
does it come with somebody good looking from the SEAL team? Just checking.
They're SEALs. But,
they're not real SEALs. You guys are funny. Wonder Woman Band-Aids.
Everybody's talking about all the different kind of Band-Aids they have.
So your basics: your antiseptic, your Neosporin, CPR mask, Coban tape. That's the tape that sticks to itself. Somebody had a good tip that you can buy that at Tractor Supply. They have the one for the horses, and it's a lot cheaper than going and buying the ones for humans. So that's kind of the basic stuff you want to have in your kit.
Now there's some additional things. You can put in a tourniquet,
which technically you're not supposed to use unless you absolutely
positively
have to, because they're pretty much going to lose their limb if you have to do that.
Except for when I had a cut on my nose and she was trying to put it around my neck. So, but we won't go there. Oh. Okay. quick clot. I don't know exactly what that stuff is.
It's something you can put on if you have a major bleed, and it clots it up for you. And again, something that you're not supposed to use unless you absolutely have to.
Okay. Josh and Hunter's Adventures wants to know if anybody's got any advice for a company making a logo for their YouTube channel. You might want to try to get a hold of Corey and Lori from Northwoods. They may be able to help you out with that kind of stuff. Corey does an awful lot of work helping a lot of YouTube channels get their stuff together. What's that?
Got it right here.
Okay, an ace bandage wrap and splints. That's kind of self-explanatory what you could use that stuff for. And for snake bite kits and all of the people that are going out to Arizona this time of year, the snakes are kind of hiding, but sometimes you'll find them unexpectedly.
Funny thing was, when I first went and started hiking with my brother, I went out and I got a pack, and everybody's like, "Oh, you got to have all this stuff in your pack for hiking because you never know what's going to happen." And I had a snake bite kit, I had the rescue blanket, I had so much stuff in my pack, and it was like, yeah, I don't think I need to carry all this stuff all the time.
Burn spray and burn gel pads and anti-itch.
And then if you, see, and I forgot, go run and get the key.
What's that? Oh, I'll go get the tick key.
I said, don't forget that we're doing this.
I'll go get one.
It's hanging on the wall. You know where it is. And then bonus, black lights to spot scorpions after dark. Yeah, that's what I want to. Come out west. It's nice. Doesn't sound nice to me with all that stuff. And then bonus, if you want to carry, things like a thermometer, and although everybody's taking your temperature everywhere nowadays, so tweezers, eyeglass repair tool. One thing we do is we carry a set of old glasses. Ron has his old glasses from his previous pair in the camper, just in case something happens to the one that he's wearing. And then an emergency radio. Hand crank is great. Solar, they have them now. And batteries. I told you where it was.
Well, I couldn't find it, so it's probably right where she told me it was, but I couldn't find it, so she's going to go and take a look, and she's going to come back and smack me in the back of the head. But yeah, the tick key is something that we found at Walmart in the camping section, and they're only $1 or $2 each, and we've got them in a bunch of.
More than that, but
They may have gone up a little bit.
this
now.
is something we forgot to mention when we had our
Discussion about the Lyme disease.
discussion about Lyme disease. Oh, we're out of focus here. Hello, stop moving.
It's got to focus on us, but I don't know if you put that up closer to the camera, if it'll focus in on that. But
Yeah, there you go.
there's
That's a tick key. We carry these. It's got a thing so you can carry it right on your keychain. We have one of these on our camper keychain, and then we keep one here because for some reason here at my mom's house, there's ticks are horrible. But you just push it down and around the tick, and then pull its head up. But worth every penny of it to have, especially for the dogs.
Yeah.
Northwood says they have a 40-channel handheld CB radio with no weather service on it. We keep in the RV.
That's something that I didn't think about. It's something that we probably should have also. Something that a way of being able to hear any type of thing.
That's what I already went over that when you were trying to find the.
Oh, well, she was talking about that while I was gone, so I'm kind of lost with that. But
yeah, and I mentioned the eyeglass repair tool, and then keeping an extra. Read all about it. Oh my goodness. So anyway, that's about it. So now that we got more people in the house, if you guys missed the first thing we talked about, if you're not monetized, that YouTube is going to be putting ads on your videos anyway. What do you guys all think about that? Anybody here that's not monetized? Do you think it's going to hurt? Do you think it'll help? But
after we're done here, we've got about 15 more minutes, but after we're done here, everybody head over and check out Northwoods, because they're on after us.
Yep, they're on at 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock. But I don't see scorpions. I have to go black lights for scorpions. Yep. Lucky Doug, moderator says keep old glasses too. Never know when you need them.
Anybody want to come up and chat? Throw the link in this.
Yeah. The dry campers. Oh, really? We can be monetized, but choose not be able to choose what ads they put on there. But this would change our mind.
Yeah, because some people were talking too that if they are monetized and they don't have ads, why are they doing? Some people just don't want to be bothered because they're not going to be making that much anyway. Would it be worth it to?
Crystal says that she doesn't think that it'll help.
Yeah, and Steve says it's going to frustrate people. Yeah, I can't stand watching, especially when people put like 15 commercials in their videos. I just, after the second or third one, I'm done.
There's a couple of channels where that they have them at the beginning, a couple of them, and then they have a couple in the middle, and then they have a couple more and a little bit farther down, and then they have them at the end also. But it's, again, if you choose to have that many ads, that that's only going to benefit you if people are watching your videos long enough to watch the ads. Is the way I see it. I think that the ads themselves, when you're not monetized, aren't helping you in any way other than to have people say, I really don't want to watch this, and click off of it. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, as opposed to that's what we're saying, Sue. It's they chose not to have ads in them, and now YouTube is automatically putting ads in them. It's kind of
they're putting ads in people that aren't monetized.
Right, but if there's some people that choose not to be monetized, but they may put ads on theirs anyway.
Right.
Like, I guess which would you rather have? We're using the platform.
I guess that's
and would we have to pay a membership fee or something to start doing it then? If they're losing money, but I don't know. Just kind of interesting.
There's a one channel that.
Hey guys.
There's a channel of a family that it's up in Canada that has a YouTube channel that I've started watching, and I absolutely love it because of how much the kids are involved in everything that they do. And it's gridlessness. Mm-hmm. And they chose not to be monetized also. They've been going on now for 3 or 4 years, and they chose not to be monetized. But I believe in the last week or so, I've actually seen ads on some of their videos. Yeah. Even videos that they had from years in the past, because I'm just trying to catch up watching some of their videos on the way up. So I'm still over a year behind on them, but it's something that I noticed also.
Yeah, Avenger RV, I agree. It's already cost us enough money too, between equipment and stuff like that. Hey, let's buy this because it looks neat. Not that we really need it, but
maybe what they should do is they should be able to put ads for non-monetized channels on monetized channels. So hey, look at these people. I guess that's I'm just joking, really. I am.
Well, that's what Steve said. It's only if it's an ad for our stuff.
Hi, Barefoot Adventures. Thank you for coming in. MSK Family Vlogs. I don't know if I saw it there.
I just dropped the link for Northwoods if they're on at 8 o'clock right after us here. So if you guys want to go and check them out, I think I dropped the link okay. If I didn't, Sue, you can fix it for me, please. Thank you. So anybody else got anything cool going on this week? Any new videos coming out? Anything somebody should go out and check out?
There's a question I wanted to ask of how many other people are doing the short videos. The video Judy's been doing short videos, a few short videos, and
trying to test it out, see how they do.
She did one with Buddy getting ready to go camping, and it was only 50 seconds long or whatever, and it's already almost to 1,000 views. But with 1,000 views, and if people are watching it for a little more than half of what the video is, that's not a lot of watch time as far as I know. And I've even been told that some of that watch time doesn't count.
Yeah. Corey, do you know if it's they say the watch time, if it actually comes from the short shelf, doesn't count?
Oh, there.
Yeah. Everybody go out, check out RV Underway. They're getting close to their hours. We're doing great on hours. We need subscribers.
Yeah. We need.
If you guys are subscribed to us, please.
If you're not subscribed to us, hit that hit that subscribe button. And I don't know if we're just trudging along slowly but surely, and
hey, Traveling Salvation.
If it wasn't for Judy, I'd have no clue where we were at or what was going on. She keeps a daily log every day. She writes down what we have for watch hours, what we have for subs, what we have for how many days we have left in our 365 days, and how much watch time we need per day per average for the rest of that time. She keeps all of that. She keeps track of all of that stuff. And like she said, since we've been stuck a little bit here in the upper 600s.
The dry campers, what the short shelf means, that's the area where the shorts are stored. Shorts videos are actually only on in YouTube. They have a feature when you actually go in to upload your video, and it says short shelf. A short video has to be in the vertical.
Right. How everybody talks about
basically your cell phone. So you're going to take your cell phone and you're going to, record it like this, and that's going to look like that.
Instead of the sideways, the way everybody keeps
less than a minute. And if you have a regular channel, you can upload it and you can use the hashtag shorts on it. And when it gets uploaded like a regular video. You can do a thumbnail on it. In the short shelf, your thumbnail doesn't show up. YouTube just picks whatever random picture to show to people. When it hits the short shelf, you'll start seeing in your analytics when it hits the short shelf. It's been taking us about 4 or 5 days sometimes before it hits the short shelf. The Buddy video did, and it took off one night. It just
it took off
get 700 views in a night.
Yeah, 700 views in one night from it.
But again, I mean, it's a 50-second video, and it's on the short shelf, so it's not giving us watch time from that.
And one thing,
and
the reason why what we were starting to try to do it is to see if that would bring more attention to our channel, which it obviously did. By getting 700 views in a night.
Yeah, but we're not
seeing it as
we're not seeing subscribers from it and stuff like that. Like people are saying, oh, you'll get a ton of subscribers right away and that kind of thing.
But I mean,
we haven't seen that aspect of it.
We've
been gaining a few slowly here and there.
But but I think it's just another tool to add to the arsenal try to continue on doing. And we've been trying everything and trying to do everything we can to keep on
No,
going
we're not.
forward.
We don't care if we get monetized or anything, but
It's still a goal.
we'd
though
like to do it in a year. We'd still like to.
if we don't get it
That
done
would
in
be
a year,
March 1st for us.
if we don't get it done in a year, the next day we might get it done in that year. It might be in the next year, the next day, because again, it rotates it day for day after you get past that 365 days. So, but the one thing for us too, which in a way it benefits us, is at the beginning of our when we first started out, we didn't have an awful lot of watch time coming in per day. So over a year, we can actually still get a little bit over and still be going strong with it.
Yeah, they did one in the RV niche and got 400 views in 2 hours, but got 7 subscribers out of it and more watch time on another videos. Yeah, we're seeing a couple other videos pop up. So we're, but I can't really tell whether that's where they're coming from or not.
Northwood, you're one of those super channels that's all monetized and all of that and going strong, and you're famous, and we get to see see your faces everywhere, and that. So I mean that.
No, Traveling Salvations. The shorts that I did one on our dog. I did a nature one, and then I did one on my cat that just passed away. That was more therapeutic just for me. So no, we didn't really ask for subscribers in it because we weren't in the video type thing. They were just.
You can put a thumbnail at the end for people to look at another video. They can click on it to watch another video. But
yeah, I don't even know if that shows up in the shorts or just in the regular thing. Oh, hey, Cool Quest. You made it in the last 2 minutes, but you can go over to Northwoods after here.
Yeah, check out Northwoods RV Life.
Thanks for coming in.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's Sue.
Yep, Sue just dropped the link for it.
Okay. I want to thank everybody for coming in, and
thank you. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe, please. Tell all your friends.
Yeah, share us out. No, but it really does mean an awful lot to have everybody, and the comments that we've gotten over the last day, have been really nice. I mean, we didn't expect to lose our cat when we did. It was kind of totally unexpected, and just the outpouring of.
I didn't want to do this live tonight.
But just the outpouring that the community showed towards us and everything has been a great help. And everybody has seen Tilly's still here playing around. So, but with that, we're going to have to say goodbye to everybody.
Thank you all for coming in. Don't forget, head over to the Northwoods, and we will see you all next week.
Yep, we'll see you over there.
Have a good week.
Bye now.
Bye.